Fatu next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fight for the right quarterfinal contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Miss Trump, from Wall Street in Manhattan, New York, Roode.
The fight for the right tournament continues. The winner will eventually get a title shot as we go through this tournament. We are now seeing the brackets, trying to get into the semifinals. Now, folks, it's been a wild and crazy night here tonight. Let me try to update you on this crazy heavyweight title situation. What has happened here is there was interference. There was interference with Kevin Nash. And then Kurt Angle ends up getting the win. And then, of course, controversy erupted between referees who saw it different ways. Sting, of course, irate. TNA management's Jim Cornette, as we see Robert Roode sitting this Brooks down in the chair. TNA's management, Jim Cornette, has said he wants to look at videotape. He wants to figure this thing out. And, of course, the Professor Mike Canadians thought it should be obvious. An argument ensued. Mike left. And we'll continue on here with this night.
And his opponent from the Isle of Samoa, Junior Fatu.
Junior Fatu finding his way into the next round of the Fight for the Right tournament. Somebody that has just been unbelievable since the moment he's entered into TNA. Uses that size as an incredible advantage. Feeds off of the crowd. And of course, you always have to be wary when Junior Fatu's in the ring of the stink face. People again. I'm Don West. I apologize right now. The Professor Mike Tenay, extremely upset. Very unnecessary how Jim Cornette came in and handled that. We know he was upset about the situation, but it should have been obvious. With everything on the line, it should have been obvious as to what went down. We will get a ruling. We will get a ruling on the heavyweight situation tonight. Jim Cornette is going to check this thing out, look everything over, and make a decision. So bear with us, and all of a sudden, here comes Christian Cage down the ramp, bringing down a ladder. Of course, everybody should remember last week, Christian Cage advanced in this Fight for the Right tournament, putting this ladder out right here in front of the announce table. And now Christian Cage coming over and joining me here at the announce table. As the Fight for the Right tournament starts.
Well, Don West, I couldn't help but notice there's an empty seat right here at the announce desk, so I thought I'd come out here and actually add a little bit of color to this tandem. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you what, actually, it's a good thing that you're out here right now.
No, it's a great thing that I'm out here because, you know something? The two of you guys together, you and Mike today, you bore the crap out of me. You're like a couple amateurs. But you know something? I've been told that I have a voice that's so silky smooth, I'll tickle your eardrums. So I'm out here to add a little personality and some professional insight. I'm a real professor.
Well, maybe you can use that silky smooth voice to give us some explanation.
So let's get, you know, we need to figure out here who's going to do the color, who's going to do the play-by-play. We need to figure that out right now. We both have a job to do.
I'll tell you what, why don't we just kind of call the match as it goes, and if you see some insight that you think you can add, feel free to bring it in. First off, as this Fight for the Right tournament goes, you're bringing the ladder out here.
Yeah, you noticed that. Good eye. The ladder, basically, the ladder symbolizes the match that I made famous, the ladder match. And what I'd like to do is, actually, if Fatu happens to win this match, I'd like to challenge him to a ladder match. Think about it. You know, he's 400 pounds, but if you really think about it, you really want to get down to brass tacks, he probably would have the advantage in a match like that because you know, he's Samoan. He's used to climbing around in trees and stuff like that. You know, I always like to challenge myself.
Always thinking.
Always thinking. My mind's like a steel trap. It's always working.
Well, obviously, you ought to be very concerned about what this happens because of your situation last week, which you ought to be very gracious of.
Big chop there by Bobby Roode. I would have laid it in a little harder. But
I was going to, speaking of Robert Roode, obviously you're very happy with how he handled the situation, coming in, interfering last week so that you can somehow get the victory over Samoa Joe in advance.
You know something, the untrained eye, God, that's how it would seem. But you know something, I had Samoa Joe exactly where I wanted him. And hey, whatever Bobby Roode did or Robert Roode did, that's up to him. That's not up to me. You know, that's between him and Samoa Joe. All I know, it's like this when you're in that ring. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Christian Cage got the 1, 2, 3 and advanced in the Fight for Your Right tournament. I deserve to be the #1 contender.
So if Samoa Joe was here right now, you would tell him to his face that exact same thing.
If Samoa Joe was standing right in front of me, I'd reach out and I'd slap him in his ugly fat face.
All right, as you see, Robert Roode duck, and he's trying to break down.
You better get out of it.
Oh, just clears it just in time.
That scared me, and I'm standing here with you. Sitting here with you,
Robert Roode comes around, snaps the neck of Junior Fatu, but look at Fatu, just kind of gets up. Robert Roode up and whoa, super kick.
See, you never take your eyes off your opponent. That's one thing about the Instant Classic. I'm probably I am the smartest guy when it comes to being in that ring. And I never take my eyes off my opponent because things like that happen.
Well, you've been in this situation before, I'm sure, with Junior Fatu. Has you there in that corner. You can see Robert Roode. Oh, I'd hate to open my eyes and have to look at that.
You better get out of there, Robert. You better get out of there.
Oh, gets the
there's your answer right
just
there.
In time, the knees are low.
That's exactly what I would have done.
Well, what we need to find out is what Jim Cornette's going to do in the decision between Kurt Angle and Sting and the World Heavyweight Championship. When we come back to Thursday Night Impact, we'll have a winner of the Fight for the Right, and we will have a decision on Angle and Sting. And welcome back into Thursday Night Impact. It's the Fight for the Right tournament. Don West sitting right here with me is the Instant Classic Christian Cage.
And Robert Roode has been doing a heck of a job imposing his will during the break. Right now,
Junior Fatu making a nice comeback with them left jabs.
You know something, Fatu is no joke. He's one of the toughest guys I've ever been in the ring with.
Well, that size, it has just got to be so intimidating. Oh, but Robert Roode, incredible, uses that momentum. 1, 2, no. Last week on Impact, we mentioned a hostile takeover that TNA was going to do on another wrestling company. Text TNA to 76,000 for all the latest updates on this hostile takeover. And in a few minutes, there will be a decision regarding Kurt Angle and Sting and the heavyweight title situation.
Actually, I have a simple solution to the whole thing. They should just give the title to me. Give the World Heavyweight Championship to me because I am the real world champion. This tournament, like I've said from the very start, is ridiculous. Not only should I be the #1 contender, I should be the World Heavyweight Champion. Hell, I should be all of it because I'm the biggest star in TNA. Look at my face right there in the corner of the ring. Actually, it's a good time to make a plug for Christian Cage, the Instant Classic. My DVD that's going to be hitting the stands. Actually, it says in stores now. There you go. Little plug.
Well, I'm sure that Jim Cornette's considering that option that you had while he's talking about this. But you got to admit, Robert Roode is somebody in great physical shape, somebody not intimidated by the size. And look at those rights, one after another, off the ropes. And oh, man, that too, so quick,
that's
so
what you have to be aware of. A guy his size, he's explosive. He can hit you with a Samoan drop out of nowhere, just like he did right there. And now the momentum shifted back to Fatu.
I mean, you just saw Robert Roode right there, flopping around like a fish in that situation. And Junior Fatu, somebody that, if he wins this match, will be your next opponent, or if Robert Roode can find a way to win it, he'll be the opponent.
If I happen to wrestle Robert Roode, that'd be a great wrestling clinic. I'm going to go ahead and call it that right now. That's what it would be. And of course, Christian Cage, the greatest performer in TNA today, will undoubtedly come out on top of that match as well.
Oh, nice block right there by Junior Fatu. And he follows it up with another right. And he follows it up with another right. He spins him off the ropes and just nails him with a clothesline. And now he's got a hold of him. Got him by the neck. Got him throttled. Fatu takes him up. Oh, just powers him down. Folks, stay with us in just a few moments. We will get a decision. Jim Cornette, as we see Fatu going for the pin. 1, 2, gets the shoulder up in time. We will get a decision on Kurt Angle and Sting and the heavyweight title situation. They're going over everything right now. As you can see, the shot to the gut by Jimmy. Oh, what a DDT. I mean, he stood him straight up on his head. Junior Fatu right now is in total command. Keep in mind, the winner of this matchup takes on Christian Cage next week. And of course, James Storm against Kaz, also in the semifinals. Another pin attempt. 2. Oh, he got the showed up just in time. There's a commotion going on, I understand, between Kurt Angle and Kevin Nash. JB's trying to get there with some cameras. We'll try to find out what's going on. Oh, look at Junior Fatu right now. He's got that look in his eye. Could this be it? Is he setting up the stink face?
His main weapon right there, his rear end, his big fat.
And right now, Robert Roode doesn't know where he is, does he, Christian Cage? He's just had one cutter. Oh, he puts the referee in the way, and Junior Fatu rushes.
Take advantage of it, Robert. Take advantage of it.
Oh, beautiful super kick. Robert Roode wobbling and falls down, and you know what's coming next.
Yeah, I know what's coming next. Don't remind me. I still have nightmares about it.
Oh, man.
I can still smell it.
I wouldn't even wish that on you.
I wake up crying in the middle of the night.
Golly. Junior Fatu feeling it. Robert Roode gonna be the stink face. And don't open your eyes.
This is supposed to be bootylicious. This is the definition of bootylicious, huh?
Just rotating him back and forth.
All I gotta say is better Robert Roode than me.
Oh my, just couldn't happen to a nicer guy than Robert Roode. Especially the way he treats.
That's all right. He's got enough money. He can get some facials this week.
Oh, look at all the low blow.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Take advantage of your environment, Robert. That's what you got to do. That's pretty smart. Like I said, he's been reading my playbook.
Drops right to his knees, and you can see right
now. Give him the chair.
He's calling for Miss Brooks to give him the chair.
That's your meal ticket.
The referee's out. He knows he can use it. Miss Brooks sitting down with
Talk about
Look
ninja.
at this. He just picks it up.
That's what he's supposed to do. That's your meal ticket, you tramp.
Unbelievable.
Not just playing hurt.
Are you kidding me? He just picked up the chair and flung her to the floor.
What the hell is this?
And look at this. It's the Samoan submission machine. Takes the chair out.
You can't do this. You can't do this. That's a disqualification. Come on, referee. I can't believe this crap.
And here it goes. Junior Fatu's got him up.
No way. This is a bunch of crap.
The driver
is going to cost Robert Roode to win.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me? This can't happen. It's a travesty of justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your
Where's Jim Cornette now? Where's Jim Cornette now?
Well, Samoa Joe comes out and a little payback, and you face Junior Fatu in the fight for the right.
What are you looking at me for? I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting here doing my job.
Well, tell him what you said earlier. Oh, my. It's Samoa Joe. Takes right here. Take it away, JB.
Here he comes, guys. He's coming.
Kevin Nash chasing after Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's in him. Wait a minute. He just fell off. He just left his wife there. What the hell's going on here tonight? Oh, my God. This entire night has been absolutely insane. And, of course, it all stems around the World Heavyweight title. It looks like Jim Cornette and Mike TNA have agreed on something, and they're going to make a decision on the heavyweight title situation. And I'll tell you one thing, it better be the right one.
Mike, before I say anything else, I want to say I know emotions were running high. I snapped at you over there earlier. I shouldn't have done that. I do apologize. However, it was a tense situation all the way around.
Jim, let's get to the bottom of this situation right now. What is your decision on Kurt Angle and Sting?
Bear with me for just a second because I've talked to both referees. I've taken their statements. I've reviewed the videotape. Referee Earl Hebner claims his decision that Kurt Angle was the winner via pinfall, and he was, but with mitigating circumstances. Very extenuating circumstances. Referee Rudy Charles, the referee of record in the contest, wants to disqualify Kurt Angle for Kevin Nash's interference. After reviewing the videotape, the problem with that is Kevin Nash didn't attack Sting. Sting attacked Kevin Nash. Nash never